Padres, they have made an addition, Tim LaCastro, minor league deal invite to big league camp. And with that addition, Robert Perez Jr., he has been sent to the minor league side. Same thing with Terso Ornelas. And those guys weren't going to make the big league roster. I think Ornelas maybe had a little bit of a shot if, like, Marcy didn't play well. Profar, okay, he's on the roster. But Zokar maybe got hurt. Like, a lot of things would have had to have happened. Merrill maybe doesn't play well or something happens there. It was just a very low shot. And the Padres, remember, they leave for Korea, I think, on the 13th of March. So that's 2 weeks away. It's getting close really fast. So there's not a lot of games. There's not a lot of playing time to go around for these outfielders. So especially when you're bringing in a veteran big league outfielder in Tim LaCastro, has parts of 7 seasons in the big leagues, guys that didn't have a real great shot even entering camp before additions, they've got to go to the minor league side because the Padres, they want to get reps. They want to see all of these guys because remember, there's still Bryce Johnson, there's Cal Mitchell, guys like that. They still want to see these guys and what do these guys have. And so it's really a matter of how many bodies are there, how much time do we have left, how many innings can we give to other guys, to all of these guys. And now Tim LaCastro enters this mix, and so now we got obviously Tatis, Merrill, Profar, there's Oscar Mercado, Bryce Johnson, who am I forgetting? Jose Zokar. I feel like I'm forgetting someone else as well. But there's a mix here, Jacob Marcy. There's a mix of guys where it's like, okay, I think we can see if there's 5 outfielders on the roster, I think we have a pretty good idea already who those 5 outfielders would be. I know it's still kind of early in spring training in terms of games that have been played, but I think Padres fans that follow this team every day, we know the group of guys that are on the roster and the group of guys that the Padres like. And we can see that they like them by some of the comments that are made about them, some of the teammates' comments that are made about them, the media coverage of certain guys, and obviously the one main guy I'm referring to is Jackson Merrill. So the 5 outfielders I see right now making the team, I don't think it would be Tim LaCastro. If he does, it would be as like a 5th outfielder. Tatis, obviously, Merrill, Profar, and maybe that's the starting outfield, and then Azokar is the 4th. And then as your 5th outfielder, maybe it is Tim LaCastro. I'm hoping that it's an outside addition. That is that 5th outfielder. Now, maybe he's not the 5th outfielder on the depth chart. Maybe he's the 3rd outfielder. Maybe he's the 4th outfielder, and then Profar slides down. But that's probably what we're looking at right now. I don't think Jacob Marcy's going to make it. Bryce Johnson, like those guys seem like AAA. Tim LaCastro, to be honest, feels like he is more of a AAA guy. Remember, this is a minor league deal. It's not a major league. Even Adam Engel, 1 year, $1 million deal. And what the Padres are getting in Tim LaCastro, it's speed. Definitely that stands out. You go check out his Baseball Savant page, and it's in the 93rd percentile. But then you go look at everything else, and it's blue, which is bad. The offense just isn't really there. Although I saw that his OPS plus in the big leagues last year was 102, I think, so a little bit above league average. But the average, except for like 1 year, the average isn't impressive. The power, it's not there. That's just not who he is. But if you notice, right, the Padres, they subtracted someone this offseason in Trent Grisham that does not wear batting gloves, and Tim LaCastro is someone that does not wear batting gloves either. So there's that. But it's a righty bat. If you need him to be on the big league roster, it's not the end of the world. But would I rather have Jose Zokar over Tim LaCastro? I would. Would I rather have Jurickson Profar? I would. Jackson Merrill, if he's playing well, I would. Obviously, Fernando. So, I mean, that's kind of where things stand right now. I think we know there's 4 outfielders as of now. We know. And then a battle for the 5th spot. And again, I'm hoping that it doesn't really turn into a battle for that 5th spot. I'm hoping it's an Eddie Rosario, someone like that I'm still trying to hold out hope. Someone like, because there's still money to spend for the Padres. At least we think. Have that guy come in and be the starting left fielder. They can have Merrill go play center field. You have Profar on the bench. That makes your bench better. We know that the bench isn't that strong right now. So we'll see what this Tim LaCastro signing ends up doing for this team. It feels like it's an El Paso move, and then if there's an injury, someone struggles, they can just call up Tim LaCastro, someone that's been there before in the big leagues. I kind of compare it to Tyler Wade, that signing that was made obviously way earlier in the offseason. He's been in the big leagues. He's an infield option, but I'm not like anticipating him making the opening day roster. So that's how I view it right now. If you have any thoughts on the state of this roster, Tim LaCastro, the outfield situation, feel free to let your thoughts be known in the comments.